Hi there. Hi. Anyhow. Uh, yeah. I did some work, quite a lot in fact. So that's going to. So I'm not quite as behind as I was this morning on the work, but I need a bit of a break. So that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna take a bit of a break because I really need a bit of a break, I think. There we go. I did job, yeah, I did my job. Can you believe it? So, how is everyone doing? How are you all doing on this fine day? There we go. Alright. I know how the time and how the sun, how the family, how this foundation rejection is awful. How was on present? It's fine. Tomorrow, in a little bit over 24 hours, yeah, in 26 hours to be exact, I have a meeting with a lawyer about this. And the meeting is expensive enough that they should hopefully fix it, I imagine. They better. I'll pay them serious money for it. Okay, there we go. So, how are you all? How are you all dealing with everything? Wait, I don't know where the edge is. No, the single assignment submitted yet. Honestly, although it's alright. That's good. Yeah, right, because the PCB. The PCB is incredible, by the way. I'm just seeing a screen of his reproduction error, and that is fine. Well, then don't stress over it. Realize the fact that other people are human as well, and they should understand. Annoying about this. I mean, listen. That's the point of dealing with professionals, right? They should know what they're doing, so can't blame me for expecting it. That's a good start. Fuck. It's going to be really annoying solder. But she's like the one that ruined the cable of the soldering iron itself. Come on. Having a good old day. This tip doesn't appear all that great. It's not conducting heat properly. Might need to replace it. First time interaction. What's going on? Other than the bad news? What's up? Don't worry about the bad news. I've got it. It's just an annoying delay, but I think everything's gonna turn out fine. I have I'm not gonna be lying. It's not as if this possibility blindsided me. I knew that there was a possibility that it would get rejected, so I have plans, I have backup plans. It's a minor setback. It's gonna be fine, don't worry. SD card my experience recording. I can't put any files on the SD card. And one's a format, huh? Of my experiments recording to the do be careful when interacting with your SD card, because even if can't display SD files on that, be careful, because if that's the case, if your SD card has been corrupted, that doesn't necessarily mean that the data on it is lost. It is recoverable. So just make sure you don't overwrite the data. And there are many tools, a lot of free tools as well. I know, because a while back ago I was working, a really long time before I did YouTube, I was working on this one job and we got the SD card with all of our videos corrupted, and I had to basically buy online software just for recovering it. Yeah, no, this is awful. It's not gonna work. And Mickey has a band-aid and a piece of cloth tapping this down. It's a band-aid, I cut myself. But yeah, it is but honestly both are true, because it is just a piece of cloth taped to my thumb, which is meant to function as a band-aid. But maybe it made byte-to-byte copy of the SD card that doesn't find the files. How have you tried recovering it? Hi Bob, by the way. Hi, welcome. Unscrewed the wrong thing. Try this one. I think is the one I normally used. This one is for cutting. Alright. This one should be fun. Although this is really messy. You have to clean up. How do you save such a dark workspace? Not easily. I don't have lights with me, so this is the best we can do. I can brighten it up with the camera a bit, I think. There we go, that should be a bit better. It's gonna lower the quality, but it's gonna up the brightness. What are you making? It's a hobby project of mine, Jackie. Right now I'm working on the power supply for it, trying to fix my soldering iron. So what's going on right now? What are you working on? I just hope that doesn't in context. Yeah, so this is just, this is basically my equivalent of a brake, which is safety belts. Okay, the way to call doctor, it's fine, don't worry. I was just putting them on because I was disassembling hot soldering iron. So it is precisely the reason why this will just melt off my table. It's 400 degrees, which is why I have to wear the gloves. Come on. Okay, now I think it should be fine. It melted to my mat. But it shows the copy has 20 gigabytes. So it's like a current copy of smaller than the card it should be. I'll be honest, I'm not that knowledgeable, unfortunately, in setting standards, so yeah. Last time I saw you wore safety glasses with this Nike still I got this. Nice. I like that. Okay. This one's heating up again, we can give it another try. Hi Lemon, hi, welcome. Body temperature welding with gallium, genius. I do wonder if Makeit's mask has built-in night vision. That's the thing, I don't have a good track record keeping up with my hobby projects, because this was meant to be a genuine hobby project, and then I just failed completely, so I don't expect Jackie will go far either. I expect he's gonna get added to the list of things I've started and then completely abandoned. What are we doing? We are making a power supply. Holding it with one hand and soldering with another, it's gonna be a bit tricky, but well. There we go. This tip is conducting heat properly. Right, one side. And the other side. Great. First line soldered. This is gonna be our ground line. Unfinished abandoned project is laying around. That's what makes us human. Making a power supply. Yes, making a power supply, because when it comes to this, I want to power the Raspberry Pi Pico using this right here, battery pack. The problem with this battery pack though is that it gives out, it's two 18650s taped together effectively, which means it gives out 7.4 volts, whilst for Raspberry Pi the maximum is 5 volts. So what I'm doing is right here I've assembled a step-up, step-down converter. This doesn't really matter because they're just DC to DC converters. Both are effectively the same converter, but for some reasons ever so slightly different, doesn't matter. The point is that 7.4 volts go in and it outputs from 3 to 30. I can adjust it, which is what I'm doing. And then also this right here, which is a display of the power, which actually reminded me I need to resolder it, because right now it's in mode for a single battery, whereas we want to. I don't trust people without 5 unfinished projects. Honestly, I want to learn how to weld. It's a lot easier than it looks. At least that's from my experience. If you want to weld really well, really cleanly, then obviously it is a skill like any other, but just the ability to weld anything is a lot easier than it looks. Okay, desoldered, now we need to resolder it in a 2 battery mode. For those, as a context when you're uninterested, really often when you get different PCBs, like so, different components, on the back you get a whole bunch of unconnected, well basically unconnected circuits, and that is usually made so that you can pick the mode of the circuit. So this is basically a battery display that displays how full the battery is, but it doesn't know how many batteries you want to connect to it, and depending on how many batteries you connect, you get a different voltage. So what you do on the back is you desolder or resolder certain parts to switch between mode from 1 battery, 2 batteries, up to 8. And since we're using 2, we need to resolder it to be a double. See. It is really dark in my room, so it's really difficult to see. I'll be brutally honest. The reason why I'm working on Jackie is because it was either this or drinking, so I think I made the right choice. It's pretty powerful. It actually really is. It is. Usually these are used for powering power tools. They're really good. The thing about batteries, it's fun, is that voltage or current, voltage isn't really important. What's important is how much current they can output. And so the reason why batteries like these, which are 18650s, those are used in power tools. The reason why batteries like these are better than batteries like these isn't because of the voltage, it's because of how much current they can output. So basically, this one can give you enough to drive a screw into a wall, whereas these ones would fail before doing so. They can't output as many electrons as quickly, which is why this is stronger. The last building idea, and it's similar to first IED idea. From a lot of more. I think this might be too dirty because I'm pretty certain I've already burned over. I could use a support for welding, soldering this, but that's a bit more risky, a bit more problematic. Well, just because it's a bit more problematic doesn't mean it's not gonna work. Drinking is obviously a good choice. No, I've been becoming a tad carried away. I'm all for fun drinking. The problem is that right now I am not in a appropriate mindset. That's something. A friend of mine has a saying, which is vodka is a social drink. If you drink it in a group, that's fine. If you drink it alone, that's called alcoholism. And I mean, yeah, that's a very valid saying. And the fun fact that not many people realize is that alcohols like whiskey, for example, have the same percentage of vodka, even though they do not feel like it, because they actually have flavor. It's funny how my senior design class gives each student in 3-person group $125 to semester. It's on a side projects. I've already gone above close to 1,000. Prototyping is crazy expensive. I thought whiskey had less percentage. Nope, both whiskey and vodka have 40%. It just it's a matter of the reason why it matters is because the reason why most people don't realize it is because whiskey has more taste. Vodka doesn't have any. Vodka is just made for the alcohol content. Whereas the whole point of whiskey is for it to have taste. That's why we put it in barrels. Genuinely, there is no difference between vodka and whiskey other than the taste. If you put vodka in a barrel, you get whiskey. That's how whiskey is made. Then you have other liquors, which are also made for taste. And they usually tend to also get 40%. Yeah, I think I fucked this circuit, brilliant. Well, easy way to check, I suppose. Easy. It's not gonna be easy. I have a low power supply, which is gonna make this easier. Ideally we'd like 7.4, which is what it's currently at, 7.3. And that's how you know that I fucked it, because it should be it's showing that the red bar means that the battery has to be charged, which is how you know that I messed up the solder. Which is a shame, because I've already burned the PCB, which means that I'm soldering with a soldering iron that's way too hot. Let's switch it down to like 350. Gironga's palinka stronger than whiskey we drink. How much was the palinka? Isn't like Scotch? Oh, there's whiskey from Scotland or something too. As we too. She's with that. I mean, she's sounds like something an alcoholic would know. I can promise you, alcoholics know a lot less about the alcohol they drink. Because alcoholics drink it for the alcohol, and when you drink it for the alcohol, you don't really care about its history or how it's made. You know, there's a difference between eating something because you're hungry or eating something for the taste. And when you eat something because you're hungry, you usually don't care about what it is that much. Okay, this looks good. I'm not extremely hopeful, but it looks better than what I did before, so let's try it. It's 4080. 80? 80 is high. 80 is really high. That's good. Let's up it. And go down. There we go. That looks roughly correct. Maybe not entirely, because I don't think they reach 790. Well, hey, what do I know? You could see the voltage drop, that was really nice. Alright. Good. We have this now. Now the problem is, this. I am horrified of these batteries. I am absolutely horrified of these batteries because they are dangerous. And this is a lesson or a message to all of you out there who start out with electronics and electrics, which is, I do recommend you do start with electronics. Electric is really fun. Most of these components are really cheap. They're really easy to use, etc., etc. So I do think it's a great idea to do it as a hobby. However, don't go too far. Start with batteries like these. Alright? And even if you're starting with batteries like these, start with battery packs. Don't do anything to the batteries themselves because it's dangerous for chemical reasons. Take your time before you move on to batteries and battery packs like these. Because these kinds of battery packs, which are 186050s, so, you know, big boys, they can actually hurt you. They are dangerous. I have already, right here on the side, I have 3 battery modules that I wanted to use, and all of these have been burned. All of these were burned from just these batteries. And the reason why I've burned all of them is because it was a millisecond of, actually, well, okay, the first one I just put the batteries backwards, that's on me. Second one, I don't even know what happened. The third one, I just, for half a second, connected one metal part to another metal part on the back and just got completely broken. Hi, macaroni. So be careful. Which is why which is why I'm really horrified about what I need to do. Because what I need to do is I need to cut this open, the power lines, and I need to solder them directly to this, which isn't going to be great. Now, we want a common ground, which is the reason why we're starting with this, because ground is pretty safe. Ground we can just all mash together, it's gonna be neat. The problem happens once we get to the live wires, because we're going to have 2 of them. And right away we can get on because the soldering iron is still hot. Put the battery away from the soldering iron because that's dangerous. My cousin recently got battery acid in his eyes while working in a phone repair shop. He was permanently blind. Exactly. Batteries are no joke. They are volatile. Well, good luck at your factory shift, macaroni. Okay. Cut it here. Yeah, let's not. I am of firm belief that most of science is a lot easier. 4.5 hours more to go. Hey, over halfway through, that's something. He accidentally detached a battery with really hot soldering iron. What did I just say? I put soldering iron here, battery there, as far as possible. Yes, do be careful. Especially when it comes to compact, energy-dense batteries. They are really, really ugly from a chemical point of view. You don't want them open. For one of my really old videos, I did actually crack a couple of batteries open because I wanted to extract some manganese dioxide, or manganese oxide, I can't recall, one of them. And I still have somewhere in my chemistry closet, I still have a vial of it. That was a fun day. Because I just had a whole bunch of used batteries. Right? This is manganese oxide. Because it oxidizes, I think. Actually, it's been a hot minute since I've did research on batteries. Come on. Connect. Come on. I'm really struggling to fit in the wire onto the board. Oh fuck. Let's pick a straighter cut. Craig batteries up when I was a child. I don't know how I'm alive. Everyone needs a hobby. Battery acid tastes like. I have tasted sulfuric acid in very low concentration on accident. And I can say that in very low concentration, it wasn't bad. Sulfuric. Wait, what is. It's sulfuric with pH? I thought it was sulfuric with an F. Now I gotta check which one of the acids. Was I genuinely wrong? What's acid? Battery acid is sulfuric with F. Sulfuric is the British. Oh, Timon. Nice. You picked the British one. That is horrendous. That's the British chemistry jargon. That is upsetting. There are certain ways to spell words which are better in British English than in American English, but sulfuric with pH is not one of them. Alright. This was silver, only done. Fuck! I put it in the other. Sulfuric is very pH though. You are correct, it does have a pun. That is a compelling argument. Because of them, yeah. This is gonna be a lot more annoying. Go on. I don't have the great way to hold it, which means I have to do it like this. there's 10 all the way up. Jump scared me. Well, good I'm not yelling it. Beautiful. Okay. I have an exam in 19 hours, but this is the first Make It stream I've been to. You have to help me out with this dilemma. Study for the exam. I'm gonna be streaming a lot more. Don't worry. I'm getting back to the common streaming now. Or at least trying. Hey, this is my second stream today, so clearly. I promise you, you will see Jackie more often. What is the exam on? I think I may have been an idiot here because I just realized that I have one side to connect to the ground and two for each one of the voltages, which is idiotic because ground is the way more important one. It's way more important. Well, to be fair, it's easier to connect to the ground as well, though. Yeah, that's true. Okay. We need only one more piece of wire. Something literature, I see. Unfortunately, that is not a topic I can help you on then. I was hoping of something mathematics or physics. Then I could do something. To be fair, I'm kind of pretty close. Might be a bit annoying to deal with in the future when I'm trying to power things. Bye Lemon, bye. I can make it to the next stream. I see what you did there. I hope you do make it to the next stream. And for now, bye. Okay. I think that's what it's going to be. And once again, it's time for the reading a little bit. Hi, little Mata. How are you doing? How's your day going? What you doing now? Not much. Just giving life to a bottle of Jack Daniels. You know how it is. The amount of dexterity that is required in order to solve this. Oh, it's going to be really close to my finger. Okay. Well, let's hope that my depth perception won't fail me now. Because now would be pretty bad time for it to fail me. My depth perception is failing me. Or is it actually? Because this seems pretty spot on. I've got some molten lead on my hand. Not hurt. Okay. Now for the other side. Fortunately, the other side's gonna be easier. Because at least connected in place now. we have this, which effectively on its own is nothing. It's just 3 copper lines on the general PCB. So, is it still reading? Did it just get darker? I can brighten it up even more on the camera, but we're entering a point where it's, yeah, the quality is really dropping. Okay, well, I don't think I should. Well, this now we stand before a pretty awkward decision. Do I screw it on first, or do I? Yeah, sure. If we screw it on, then we're going to have a little bit of trouble soldering because of the plastic underneath. So when it comes to the plastic, it's gonna melt. Alright. How are you doing, Domata, by the way? How are things going for you? Where is the... I should have another tool somewhere on my table. And that other tool is the thing that would be really helpful right now. There it is. There we go. These little pieces of copper just shot out all over my apartment, so I'm gonna have a field day finding them in the future. But for now, at least it's flat, which means I can touch it. Brilliant. So the idea would be that we try to connect the ground right here. We connect it to the mines outs on all of these converters. Will it be a problem if we connect them together in a row? Or series, I don't know the proper terms. It might be. Well, what I can do is I can just solder it as a test and then see what happens. Sure. In that scenario, I think I could try to lighten it up here a bit. That's ugly. Well, at least it's brighter. Why has everyone gone radio silent? Am I really that boring? I suppose it isn't the most interesting thing to watch. Shots. That's why I watch this. And my camera just died as well. The timing is impeccable. Right. Fortunately, that's why we have backups. And hopefully my backup battery is charged. Oh, don't tell me he's actually dead. Are you sure? No. Okay, well, I suppose then we need to take 5. So I'm gonna unplug the soldering iron, leave everything as is, and we're going to move away to... We're gone for 5 minutes. What happened? My camera died. So, and my backup battery apparently doesn't have any charge in it, so... Okay, great. I suppose we are gonna take a 5 to work. Such is life sometimes. What is this video about? This is the video that I was supposed to finish a really long time ago, but I kept getting fucking distracted, which means it's rotational matrices. And you may recognize this desk. It's convenient having a single camera setup that I can just reuse for whatever purposes it is I need. I haven't used them for years, yeah. I am approaching the rotational matrices for this video from a bit more abstract mathematical point of view, because I also wanted to function as a build-up for the videos about quantum computing, which will require a pretty decent understanding of isomorphisms and such. Okay, right. Right. Solid 10 minutes just to set up the camera. Okay, great. So for robotics about a year or two ago, didn't know anything other than using the formula. Yeah, well, there isn't that much more to it. Once again, this entire video is meant to function as a setup to a block sphere, which is why there isn't much in it. Just some brief vectors and complex numbers. The shadow is really annoyed me during recording this, but oh well, complaining about pointless things. How is this cat explanation paper has been working out? I'm guessing there's plenty of quit watching of the animation. Is that a lot of people? I'll be honest with you, Diamond, I don't check video statistics. So I have absolutely no idea. I can check if you want. I used to check how many people watch it, how many people quit watching at a given point stat, if I remember correctly. Not really. I used to, okay, the one statistic that I used to really mention a lot was the fact that on average, on every single live stream I have done on my YouTube channel, I lost one subscriber. My It's great because YouTube actually shows you when people unsubscribe. So hi there, Remco. How you doing?
Hey, you look so sad talking to no one on the Discord overlay thing. So yeah, I thought I'm fixed up.
I appreciate it. I really do. But we are missing a table, so
Ash, get here. I mean, you don't need a table. You can hold your glasses.
that's true. Well, we can. You can bend the gravity. I can stop it in time. We can manage.
Precisely, and the chess will just play in our minds.
Oh yeah, I mean, we're still playing, obviously, right? That's.
I played my move, by the way.
Oh, I have noticed. Yeah, I'm just thinking because you know the knight on b3 is very tricky to me. So I'm thinking.
I
Obviously, I'm talking about the
the,
knight on b3. You know, in 16 moves, assuming perfect play. But that, I mean, obviously you knew that, right? We both.
I mean, of course, the bishop in the trench is a bit fucking me over.
Yeah, I'm really pleased that that turned out that way because otherwise, oof, otherwise I would have lost already.
Them portals, man. I always keep forgetting them portals. They're not in my calculations.
Oh, you
Ah,
reminded me. Fuck, I need to finish Make It Chess. I mean, it is working with. But I need to finish the bot thing for it.
Ooh. I have an idea.
What's your idea?
Well, there's gonna be a hell pit.
That you do realize that that's actually doable.
I know.
That is genuinely, huh? Oh my goodness, that's so
I didn't
actually.
implement it, but I now have the idea to just make a chess forum in the Discord book.
That's actually so easily doable.
Yeah, but let me do it.
I mean, sure. I'm just saying that if you want logic for the chess itself, that exists, so that could make it easy for you. I can actually
Yeah,
teach you how to operate with Help It if you'd like.
I have yet to look. But yes, I would like that. Just not now.
No, that's
I'm
fair.
working on my thesis.
I kind of fucked up a bit because Quasar is gonna be really busy this week, which means he can't give you all access to the server yet. I mean, I think I could just give it myself. I'll have to look into the stage. That's for later.
Yeah, but that's what I. That's what I.
Mm-hmm.
We'll do it next week.
Oh, it still works. What a beauty. Okay.
I distracted you with another side project?
I have distracted myself with that side. This entire live stream started with me working on Jackie, just the camera died, so I'm working on the video now.
Did it run out of battery?
Did Did you by the way see the beginning of the carousel?
No, I haven't yet.
It's in the
Did you send it somewhere?
yeah, the animations channel. The
I haven't.
chart server.
Oh, yeah, no, it got overshadowed with
Yeah, I know it got a bit swamped.
with blenders.
Also another thing.
They scare me.
Also another thing which you probably have noticed, but yeah, Inter finally implemented like the basis for the new latex system is so phenomenal. Hi there, Komi. Hi.
Do we still need /3?
Well, the /3 is so funny to me. Of just the fact that 3 on its own wasn't able to run. Just have you tried /3? It is a lot funnier to me than it should have been. But yeah,
I mean, it's such a coding solution.
it's such a like it's so relatable of it doesn't work, so you just throw everything against the wall. It's kind of like when we were doing the exercise and we were just like, oh, okay, starting point of 1 doesn't work. What about 1.05? It's the same exact kind of
Yeah.
solution. Just throw the shit against the wall.
And then randomly finding that the natural logarithm of 2 works.
Yeah. But yeah, the new system
The new.
for the new system for LaTeX works really neatly, and I think you're gonna enjoy it because basically, let's say I want to add some LaTeX right here, right?
Uh-huh.
What you need to do is press add LaTeX, and then type in the LaTeX,
Copy paste.
and like and it's really good because it works for a lot of proper stuff. I don't know, like this. Begin.
B-matrix.
Matrix, yeah.
Oh, B-matrix. What is even a B-matrix?
I don't know, but I've always.
Oh, that's the square brackets one.
Yeah.
Yeah, never mind, that's square brackets.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're one of those.
I.
I'm sorry, do you write your vector into square brackets as well?
Yes, I do very much.
Oh no,
It has
it's
to
an
be.
array.
Well, it has to be square, but look at that.
That's neat though, yeah.
And it just works. You don't have to deal with the.
But
Well,
now-
you know what the last one looked like, so you know how awful it was, but you don't have
Can
to.
you
No, no.
copy paste
Not like this.
and add like a lot more things? So copy paste the latex inside the text.
So that tech.
Like make a longer line basically.
Make a long. Yes, but you shouldn't, unfortunately. It works, but it doesn't look nice.
Yeah, that's what I was going for.
Yeah, unfortunately.
I was hoping that it would scale properly if you like make, because that's the issue I would think is the problem when rendering latex.
Yeah, unfortunately, it's not overleaf yet. One day we're gonna get there.
We'll get there. We'll get there.
We'll get there eventually, one pebble at a time.
I wish that was a table. Do you want to? Wait, I will watch the carousel video.
It's just the animation for the intro. There's nothing else to it yet.
Oh, I'll watch it right now then.
No, I mean, no. What I'm saying is that it's not much. You don't have to put much effort on it.
Yeah, but then we can. Well, depending on how you're on time, we can do the carousel in its entirety because I do have some.
I do.
Oh wait, we also need Adrian for that. I forgot about him.
Okay, what now? No, Adrian isn't working on the carousel right now. I have another idea for Adrian because it was a bit.
Ah.
Yeah, the carousel. I really. I'm a bit obsessed with that one. I want that one to be like top notch. So.
Selfish.
Well, I mean,
Talk for yourself.
listen. I firmly believe and hope that one day Adrian is gonna overtake me in Blender abilities, but unfortunately, that day isn't here yet.
But they will be soon. He's coming for you.
Yeah, I hope so. And I mean, to be fair, I imagine it's gonna be quicker than later. He is putting a lot of care into it. He did already implement a really nice thing for making equations in Blender. And I'm really pleased with it because that was really clever. I improved upon it, but in order to improve upon it, I needed to download a new version of Blender because it just lacked my current version lacked the features. So, Adrian is popping off. But he's creating a bit of monsters, I will say. Hold on, because this I have to show. It's really funny. When people talk about my geometry nodes and how like messy, how much of a spider web they are, let me tell you, you all don't appreciate just how clean I keep my nodes. This is such a comical monster.
Wait, is this Adrian's?
Yeah, this is
Or
Adrian's.
yours? I would say there is aesthetic in this.
There-
There is so much aesthetic
There
in
is
this.
aesthetic, but let me tell you, this is
You know what? He would work so well as an electrician. Look at the cable management on that. I am so proud of Adrian. Holy shit.
It is really comical. No, but all of these notes are really, really good. This one, comical, yeah. Those goddamn commies.
Hate it when they pop up.
Yeah. Listen, it shows a lot of commitment. I feel like Komi might be the only person who actually has more puns than I do. Like, I lose my mind whenever anyone says make it happen. Komi has half the word in English language just cut off.
You know what's fair point?
Yeah, have you managed to commit on GitHub yet?
No, I haven't had time to look at it.
No, it was a
But-
pun on Komi. That's
Oh.
about
God damn it. Flew right over my head.
how I supposed to improve that, yeah.
Like a comet.
There we go.
Hey, Comet is actually a collab of a pun with Komi and Naked.
Comet.
Comet. I lost my chat. Where the fuck is the chat? Oh, we don't do chats. Oh, well,
Holy
just
shit.
hit me up.
Do go on.
Go on.
No, you go on.
No, you can't.
Oh, fuck
No,
off. I was gonna. No, I just. I just realized because time has been escaping from me, I realized it's April and how fucking close you are to actually having a master in your name.
Yeah. Which is why I'm so busy.
Yeah, no, good. Don't worry, I'm accounting for that.
Good. I was going to say, do hit me up when you wanna do the carousel thing. I can make some time for that.
That's fair.
I love willing to discuss some things.
That's fair. It will probably be after the stream, but if not, but it's not a quick priority because it's gonna take me a whole week just to get somewhere with the carousel video.
Yeah, okay. Just whenever it fits for you. I'm sure I can make some time. I graded all of them.
I have seen. I will also re-review them myself because I haven't organized them properly yet.
Yeah, but like we can go over what the interesting parts are with the peer review.
Yes.
There's some curious ones, some really epic ones.
So, when are you free today?
Whenever you hit me up.
Well, don't say that because I'm tempted to just end the stream and go for it.
I mean, you're still working on a video. You can't just leave all your viewership hanging like that.
My viewership.
Let me just check how many people there. There's 3 people in chat, and one of them is you. There's 4 of them now. Crazy. But I need to. I'll do some writing my thesis right now, and then just hit me up whenever you're
All right.
done with the stream and available.
All right. Cheers. See ya. Good luck.
All right. Good luck.
And there we have it, folks. You all got some spoilers into what's gonna happen soon. All the different happenings there. You know, the room where it happens. Oh, I could really listen to Hamilton. Hold on, that's a good idea. That could lift my spirits. That's gonna lift my spirits. There we go. The room where it happens, indeed. Started by 14. They placed him in trial with trading trial. Just this was way too funny, but yeah. He tends to do that. What makes some videos teal, some pink, and some purple? In what context? Some videos teal, some pink, and some purple. I know it's my computer. In Premiere Pro. Oh, you mean like right here at the bottom? This. Okay, so this is just coloring, it's arbitrary. You can label them however you want, so you can color in however. But basically, teal is video, the greenish, light green is audio, the pink is images, and the purple are video without audio, effectively. But I do have a bit of a different coloring standard. I used to apply more rigorously, I don't anymore. So yeah, it's really quite handy. I'll be honest, not gonna lie to y'all, the live stream is going to get a lot less interesting now, because editing videos is really boring, unfortunately. There's a reason why nowadays I try to do this kind of work off screen, but you know, my camera is still charging, so. Green and pink, well, every different shade of pink is by versions quite outdated. Yeah, they have really. Wait, your version is outdated. Do you have like Premiere Pro 6 or 4? I still remember back in the day when Adobe used to sell their software. Can you imagine? Not a subscription-based model, they used to sell it. I was a proud owner of Premiere Pro 4. Those were the good days. And then Adobe CC came out. I've ordered Premiere Pro my dad very legally from the internet. I wouldn't say that online, fine. I wouldn't say that on record. There we go. Adobe CC, yeah. Yeah, because Adobe CC is the only one that they have now, unfortunately. There's only the subscription model. But back in my day, back in the good old days, I used to do industry work on Adobe Premiere Pro 4, and that was beautiful. By the way, question to everyone, how are you liking the paper segments where I'm not doing animations? I don't want to restrict myself to doing only paper and only animations. I think there is a space for both. But like, for example, for sections like these, where I'm just explaining something, there isn't really any value in visualizing it. The only thing it does is it takes a lot more of my time. Now, yeah, I know that, you know, glowy colors are pretty and all, but like, for example, for a scene like this, it being an animation doesn't have any advantage over it being on paper. When it comes to scenes like this, they do have an advantage because I'm visualizing how the arrows change, but when it comes to stuff like this, how are you all liking it? Because I've heard good things when I released the video. A lot of people did like the paper scene. The first idea for it I got when I was making the videos for the first checkpoint, and with Ash. Paper segments just make me doze off. Bright visuals keep the attention of my ADHD ass. That's a fair point, I suppose. Well, the problem is that when it comes to topics like here's the thing. I have a firm belief that in science there is a lot of things that are interesting, a lot of things that are very curious, there are a lot of things that are really great. But in order to get to the really interesting and nice payoff, it requires work, right? It requires to get to the boring stuff. And I really don't want to skip on the boring stuff in my videos. Boring as they may be, like, without the boring stuff, my videos are just clickbait. the video I have made about elementary particles, I enjoyed that video. I think it's one of the best videos I've ever made because it's really nice, it's really funny, it's really entertaining, but it's not really that educational. You're not gonna learn much from it. You're gonna learn what the elementary particles are, but not really the science around them. The video I've made that approaches elementary particles from more like quantum field theory point of view, that is, excitations in a field, that one is a lot more educational, even though it doesn't go into quantum field theory, because it at least gives you the idea behind the theory. It's that much nicer. So I really don't want to skip on topics like these, like isomorphism between a complex, between complex numbers and R2 under addition. Like, that is a boring topic, but it's very important because it builds up. Then in the next video, once we talk about the block sphere, it's gonna be the key of attention. I suppose I just need to find a way to make these more interesting. Maybe set something on fire in the background, I don't know. Have like a lightning thing. Have like a DVD thing bouncing over. I'll need to think of something. I could actually make like an LED display that just goes over the rainbow. That could be interesting. I like it. It gives topics a bit more practical use cases, which can be advanced in topic, but they can be sometimes boring if you just simply don't fully get the intuition. That's fair. That's fair. I'll try to mix them properly in my videos. So for example, even in this segment, eventually, right around this point, there will be a moment where I just put the paper aside and there's going to be an animation. You could do drawing and art software and then put the entire thing as blend texture and make it glow and put glowy stuff around it as well. That, I suppose, is an idea. That's a maybe. That is a maybe. I would need to find some kind of I would need some kind of sorry, Caper just said something. Drawing software that records what you draw, I suppose. And I need it to be free. Ideally open source even. That would be oof. I really need to start using just open source things. Screen recorder with drawing open source. Give me a GitHub link, come on. Give me a GitHub link, my life is yours. Recall AI, why did you have to? No, now I don't want to use it anymore. That is such a quick way to have a TLD that I don't want to click on. I recently caught myself, by the way, looking things up like this, because that's a feature that you can just, that's a way you can just look stuff up. There is no easier way for me to stop myself from wanting to click on a link than to add AI as a TLD. What I will do, those tend to be quite affordable. The price range I'm looking for is free though. Piss off. Open screen. Alright, let me just say I'm cautiously optimistic. Oh. Might be buggy, but hope you have a good experience. It's free, I will. Huh. I'm a hardware and software. I think I have a graphics tablet somewhere. In fact, I might have a graphics tablet on my desk right now, actually. Huh, I forgot I had that. I got it for free from someone a while back ago because they just. It was either they throw it away or I take it, and I'm a hoarder, so. The piss on the back keeps me going at studying. I like that piss off is a genuine key phrase of mine. I don't know why I'm so British when it comes to my sayings. There's nothing British about me other than my sayings. I also feel that purpose tell me I've been looking for something like that for ages. I suppose don't have that features. Have you tried Blender? And I mean it, because a lot of people don't realize that. I don't remember if I've told you about this or not, because a lot of people don't realize it, but when it comes to Blender, there is 2D animation. Which I suppose I could use. Wait, what the fuck am I doing? What the fuck am I doing? Actually, wait, hold on. That's a good question. Oh yeah, if only I had some kind of open source animation software installed on my PC, that would be helpful. Oh. Okay, let's see if it can do what I want it to do. Multi-frame editing? No. You suck. You suck, you know what I want. Blender. 2D animating record what is being drawn. Yeah, that's not what I'm looking for. This is really clever, my goodness. Additive drawing, that's what we want. I've been lied to and deceived. I should read what they do instead of just randomly clicking. There we go. Why is this snowflake? You know what? Oh my goodness! Well, that's good to know. I suppose. Fine. I suppose I know how to do it in the future now. Great. Good to know. I've already recorded this, fine. It was almost how long. That timing, that's literally the reaction I had 5 minutes ago, yes. It's baffling to me how good of software. You know how a lot of like companies out there are trying to do this thing where they try to create one app for everything or like one website for everything and they keep failing? I genuinely think Blender might become that. I know how ridiculous of a claim that is considering how Blender is 3D software. But once you start using it, you realize just how expansive it is. It's mental. I wouldn't be surprised if Blender becomes the software for everything related to any graphics in the future. The only thing it has to contest with is Unreal Engine, and I think it can beat them. Unreal Engine has a huge financial backing behind it, which is why it's so fast. But other than the speed of Unreal Engine, Blender beats it on every account. I have to say this is pretty hilarious. Now I want to make just some kind of video to test that feature of Blender. There might be something actually. Let me think. Isomorphism. I've been wanting to make a video about isomorphisms for quite a while. Better to drawing animations, but making examples realistic paintings and such. Oh, that's a matter of brushes, is it not? If you wanna make realistic ones. 2D animation, let me see. Considering, you know, what I've seen Atomic draw in the normal voice chat, I think it's this could be perfectly manageable to draw realistic in. Has very few brushes. You can add more. You can add brushes to Blender. Where is it? I don't remember what the button for it is, but I am perfectly confident you can add your own brushes to Blender. And the nice thing about brushes is that they can be, once you have it, they can be used in drawing, they can be used in texture shading, and they can be used in sculpting. Oh, this is really nice. Oh, this is really nice. Alright, make it, don't get distracted. Not yet. First finish your work, then you can do other stuff. Someone didn't plan ahead with what they wanted to be drawing on this piece of paper here. Whoops. Aquatic guys, I'm doing not much, still working on the video, letting camera charge up in the background. I'm really in the mood to be working, actually. I don't know if we're gonna get back to Jackie right now. There we go. So don't throw away. Everybody. There we go. of coffee. Give me a second to refill. Oh, I just remembered I need to also add a new role on Discord server. The updates role is the one I wanted. Okay. There we go. There we go. I feel like I should zoom in on the whole thing. Well, I can later, that's fine. There's no real stream not renewing it because I become pretty quiet on Discord. The fact that it was me having low activity, Discord doesn't get noticed is rather concerning. I would say yes, it is. There we go. Should we start the video? Oops. I'm sorry, I was gonna do this thing with it on my mind every half an hour and then closing this guy again. That sounds toxic. I'm the one who's fucking saying it. I do write my X's in very much the same way as I write my Y's. Shit. I'm certain this won't lead to any confusion. There we go. That's progress. Make a random bias view idea. The spherical harmonics. This is what they are, but the math behind it. So we know why they look the way they are. The kids use a lot of their animations. I'm a bit swamped at the moment, unfortunately. It's easier. Eventually, maybe. Spherical, I mean, not even maybe. Eventually, yes. Definitely. I feel like, if I'm not mistaken, once we get past the hydrogen atom, I think that would be perfect time for spherical harmonics, I imagine. But I won't be lying to you. It's gonna take a long time. It would require me to do a crackdown like I did with the block sphere, except it would be worse actually. It could be fun. It's a maybe. It's a definitely in the future, maybe a bit sooner than later. We shall see. Right. Speaking of animations, roughly when do you have an estimate? Well, at the latest, let me think. Currently, this is the video I'm making is the rotational matrices, after which the next one's gonna be the block sphere, after which the next one is gonna be quantum computing, after the quantum computing it's going to be classical mechanics, rotations and spin, after which the next one's gonna be quantum mechanics recap, after which is gonna be quantum mechanics angular momentum, after which we're gonna have quantum mechanics spin, after which we're gonna have the application of quantum numbers to create a periodic table. That's gonna be a fun one. After which we get to chemistry. And then I have absolutely no idea. The chemistry is gonna be a black box. And after I'm done with the chemistry, then we have free room for any topic. When do we get a continuation of critically acclaimed but low audience scored computer science series? I would fucking love to, Caper. I really would love to. But it's unfortunately the computer science series is on the list of things I want to do, not really the list of things I should do. It's the same as with, you know, hi the figure, hi. No, the computer science series would be really fun. Right. So, we need an animation. We need an animation for vector bases. So what's the idea? I'd love to, but should not. I mean, now you mention it. I've been becoming a bit too dependent on whiskey as of late, actually. Like, genuinely, today, I'm pleased with my behavior today because I went out for a walk, I made some food. I've tried to ground myself. I was really helpful, but I will not be lying. My first instinct was to drink, which is worrying as a trend. I have nothing against people who drink alcohol. Good for them. Everything is for people. I have a friend of mine who used to say that a lot, like everything is for people, and saying I very much adore and like, and I agree with. If someone wants to, their body, their choice. But dependence is an issue, and it's an issue for anything. So I need to pull off the... Jeez, I'm really ranty as of late as well. I need to also fix that. This is going to be a bit of an animation. Mickey, I hope you're doing better. Didn't sound too good in the morning. I'm fine. It's fine. Don't worry about it. I want to make it clear. It's not the foundation. It's alright. The foundation, I was full on expecting for it to not get registered. I was really hopeful that it would get registered, but you know they say hope for the best, plan for the worst. So I want to make that clear. It's fine. The foundation will be handled. Tomorrow meeting with a lawyer, and that meeting will definitely produce results. I can't guarantee that the results will be extremely positive, because there is a possibility that they're gonna tell me like, oh yeah, we can register foundation for you for like $3,000. And I'm not gonna sit here and pretend as if I'm gonna say no. I'm just gonna have a really fucking bad time getting $3,000. Yeah, so don't worry about that. That's gonna be fine. I don't want my general attitude to make you think that the foundation is a no-go or struggling. It's fine. A lot of you have been also telling me to take my time with it, but I want you to realize now is not the time to put on the brakes, you know? Putting on the brakes right now is a horrible idea. This animation is going to be a mess because it's going to involve a lot of things, so it will be a challenge to make this clear. Okay, let's start with the basics. We need an arrow. This. And for some reason in my default Blender setup I still don't have the directional arrow, so I need to make this every single time. No clue why. There we go. We want to subtract the beginning from the end. Subtract. This will function as a rotation. Rotation, I said. Beginning will function as where we translate it. There we go. And then the distance between the two would be length. That professional. Professional. I need to go in a few minutes. Well, hope it's nothing bad. Okay. Great. We have beginning ends, then we would ideally also like color, I imagine. No, I need to take a second to think about how it's gonna look. What we want to convey is the fact that if we have something like this, repeating you spend time with otherwise extremely busy friend, also really good news. Good for you. Yet, not this. We need the X, the Y. then floor. No, seal. Let's first do it for the X and then we can repeat it. We want it to start at 0 and then, yeah, so that's where it starts, and then on each one we want to vector math add. Okay, 1. That's correct, good. Multiply. If we subtract I think this should work. Nope. Backwards, right. There we go. I'm good over idea at least. Now we delete this, we join Y and then X goes here, so X, Y, like this. Blue, we join, but we use this as the starting position. Right. There we go, and this allows us to not only create our vector using the basis vectors, but also change those basis vectors around. So you can see that the amount of arrows will not change. Good, that's good. Anyway, I'm sorry everyone, I think that'll be it for this stream. I'm gonna just keep on working on this video and hopefully finish it today. There really isn't much for me to finish other than this segment, the last segment, record one thing, and then that'll be it. So I'm gonna go do all of that, record these things, and for now that'll be it. Thank you so much for watching.